Buster. Is that little man? Come on, sit down.
So like after we go fishing, do we want the
I think we go on the hike first and then fish. They're only $40. They're probably $1.
She's not super skinny, but she just ain't fat. You can tell she's old though because her fur is like.
Meh.
It's crazy.
Where the s'mores at, man? It's pretty cool. Okay guys, we made it back from my trip. I wish I had took a lot more videos and pictures of the trip, but I just didn't have a whole lot of time. I was always busy doing something or getting firewood and cooking and just relaxing and enjoying myself instead of worrying about getting my phone out. So everything went good. The 4Runner did really good. You've got to learn how to drive these old Toyotas. Like this one is automatic, so basically what you got to do is whenever you climb a hill, you've got to take overdrive off, which is this button here. And then when you're on the mountains, and let's say you're going below 35 and you're climbing, you need to put it in second gear. That will ramp up the RPMs. That way then you can actually go. If you don't do that, you're not gonna move at all. There's a certain way to drive these old Toyotas, and once you figure out how to do it, they're not that bad of a vehicle. I mean, I have a whole lot of weight on this thing and you can feel it. But I mean, I can run, at one point I was running 85 miles an hour just perfectly fine. So yeah, a lot of people say these things are slow. I agreed, but you've got to use the transmission of these in a certain way. But the awning did good. Had my little lights up there, they work good. The box that I built, that worked really well. Shut that right there. So what I did when I got home was I just took everything out and try to go through stuff and see what I need to organize or clean. And one of the bad things was when we opened up the tent, there was light mold, like white light mold that was in certain spots of the tent. I don't remember. I know for sure I wouldn't have put it up if it was soaking wet, but it may have gotten sprinkled on or something. The tent's been closed for months now, so it just had a little bit of buildup, but we took some Lysol wipes and stuff and cleaned everything up, and we didn't have any issues. The blow-up pillows that I got from Amazon, they busted, so I'm gonna try to find a different pillow, or either I'm just gonna have to sacrifice and bring my home pillows. I just don't take them because they're just big. So I had a cool guy named John that was from the DC area. He moved to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, and we talked a whole lot. He had a Tahoe, and then he had a trailer build with a tent on that and then all this stuff. And he was showing me a pillow by Hest, and it was like Tempur-Pedic, so that was cool. But everything stayed charged. The refrigerator worked fine. Solar panel here kept the battery charged of the 4Runner. Two things I have to take next trip is my little chainsaw, because the axe just wouldn't do it for me for cutting up wood. So I've got to take this chainsaw, and I've got to take a 5-gallon bucket, so then I can actually take a poop in peace if need be, and not have to worry about if I'm gonna make it to the bathhouse or not. Because that one morning I went and there was 3 toilets, and they were full. So if I didn't stress too much, if I had to go really bad, it would have been a bad start of my day. But everything went good. This trip was pretty good. Had a really good time. Ate some good food. Went on some good hikes. The hike to Hanging Rock was pretty rough on me and Haley and the dogs, but we got some good pictures, and I'll post that on the video too. Other than that, I don't really know what I'm going to change in the 4Runner. As of right now, it works very well. Like, my diesel heater did a good job. It didn't use hardly any fuel at all, and I ran it for 2 nights. The 12-volt pump for water pressure, that works flawlessly. I use the 6 amp hour battery here, and it didn't use any of it, and we use that thing a lot, so that worked good. But other than that, I'm about to get back to woodworking and cutting out all these fish here. And today's gonna be the hottest day of the week. It's supposed to be like 85 degrees, and it's gonna drop back into the 50s, so that's gonna be nice. I just got all these bees and wasps flying all around me now. But 4Runner did good. I'm proud of her.